All right, everybody, we're getting ready to get started. The Onsite Renovation Group. Today's June 5th, 2018. We're at 4204 Longview Drive in Chamblee with my good friend Don DeRosa and Rui and Lorraine Beato. This is their renovation project. I just want to let everybody know that we now meet twice a month for the Onsite Renovation Group. We are meeting on the first and third Tuesday at noon. The first and the third Tuesday of each month at noon. We hope you will join us. If you have any questions, send them in via the Facebook comments. We'll do our best to answer them live if we can. If not, we can answer them after the live broadcast is over. You can also check us out at onsite.atlantareia.com or facebook.com/onsiteatlanta. Right now we're broadcasting this to the Atlanta REIA Facebook page. But again, you can check us out at facebook.com/onsite. So we're getting ready to get started here. Again, just want to kind of show you around the neighborhood. This is Longview Drive in Chamblee. Real nice area. As we were coming in, I saw quite a few rehabs going on. Real nice area, conveniently located, just off Peachtree Industrial. Got a good crowd out here today. So we're going to get started here momentarily. This mic's pretty sensitive.
Huh?
This mic's pretty sensitive. I think it picks up everything. So you can go ahead and unmute your mic and just stick it back in your pocket.
Okay.
Rui, come on, gather around. You can go ahead and unmute that and stick it in your pocket. Hey, Adi. Someone on Facebook saying hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy.
All right, are you going to do most of the talking today?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because if Lorraine wants to talk, I've just got to remind her to talk into this furry mic.
Okay.
Right. Well, we can walk over here and join everybody, kind of gather around. I'll do my normal little intro, then we can get started. Hey, Lorraine.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Don, if you can kind of stand over here in the middle of everybody, that'd be great.
Yep. Go ahead, Don.
She's okay.
Yeah,
They're
fine.
intended to be that way.
Slide him out.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Onsite Renovation Group. We appreciate you guys all coming out today. How many of you are here for the first time? Quite a few of you.
Wow.
Excellent. How'd you hear about us?
At the meeting.
Friends?
Friends?
The PPG? All right.
Members.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Excellent. We started this group several years back for people that are interested in doing rehabs. Don't want to feel like they're doing it all by themselves. They can come out and see what other active investors are doing, whether they're seasoned investors or whether they're brand new doing their first rehab or somewhere in between. As we go from property to property, you'll see we do some people that have been rehabbing for years. Others, like these guys, are fairly new to the rehab game. Is this your first rehab, by the way?
No, it's not.
I didn't think so. That's why I was reluctant to say first.
No, it's not.
4 years. It's our eighth, I think,
rehab.
and
Okay.
I've been part of about 30 at this point.
Okay. But a lot of the houses we go to are brand new investors. We saw Andy's house last month. That was his first major rehab. We'll go see it again when he's finished. Andy's over here. And I just got a group me from you that you got a new contract today. Congratulations.
Actually, I closed on another house, yeah. So,
Yeah. So you actually closed it.
I actually closed.
Okay.
Not the one in Haven, it was a different one. So.
Well, I saw you holding up. It looked like a contract or a deed. I couldn't tell.
Those are the closing statements, yeah.
Well, congratulations. So we like to take you out so you can see what other investors are doing. Learn from our successes, learn from our mistakes. And I'll probably be asking you about that later today. If you guys had any challenges on this house, we want to hear about it. I saw you roll your eyes. Those
Yes,
are some of the
absolutely.
those are some of the
I
best
would
lessons.
be reluctant of anybody that does a rehab that tells me they didn't have any mistakes. I've never yet found a single person that's done one that hasn't had a mistake.
Yeah, you just don't want any major mistakes if
So.
you can avoid them. So we'll be doing this now twice a month on the first Tuesday and the third Tuesday at noon. So we added this first Tuesday last month. So this is our second time we've done it on the first Tuesday. So we hope you guys will come back and check us out throughout the month. We had so many houses we wanted to go look at, we just couldn't get them in.
Where's the next? Oh, the next one's Lancelot.
The next one is your property at Lancelot.
Yeah, next one's mine.
Yeah.
That was a challenge. I'll explain more later.
Yeah, I think that's one of the rehabs that Don's been working on. They actually had a birthday.
Yeah.
So, meaning it's gone on for more than a year. Yeah. So there's some lessons to be learned there.
Things happen.
We viewed that property last June, the 20th of June. We're going back this year, I think, on the 19th of June. So we weren't recording these or broadcasting them live back then. So Donald, he'll have to show you some before and after photos.
It looks good, right?
Yeah. But how many of you guys are interested in rehabbing? And I think that's why you're here today. Okay. How many of you guys are currently actively rehabbing? Okay.
Okay. Who wants us to highlight one of their properties? Anyone?
I just came out for the free pizza.
Oh, there's
want
free
one?
pizza here?
Yes, and
You got
guess
one?
who's buying it? Art.
Oh, thanks, Art.
He's the man.
We'll put you on the
Thanks, man.
schedule. He has one that we can go look at.
Okay. I've got the third Tuesday of June booked.
Yeah.
Or July. But I don't have the first Tuesday in July booked.
You ready for us in first Tuesday in July?
That's like the day before the 4th of July, I believe.
Yeah.
So I don't know when people are going to be celebrating the 4th of July, if they're celebrating the weekend before or the weekend after. So
The 4th of July falls right in the middle.
I think it's on a Wednesday. Yeah.
It falls right in the middle.
Don and I are trying to be ready by July 1st.
Well, regardless, we'll go see your property.
Might
So
be.
just get with us after the meeting and
Might
we'll
be
make
drywall
arrangements.
tomorrow.
It's Thursday now.
And then I just booked one with our good friend Amy Ransdell in mid-July. We're going to look at one of her properties.
Okay.
All right.
To see.
So
okay, this year.
we are here on Longview Drive in Chamblee. This is Lorraine, in case you guys don't know her. This is Rui, Don DeRosa, and myself, Dustin Griffin, behind the camera. By the way, for you guys here in the audience, just so you know what I'm doing with this big contraption, we're broadcasting on Facebook Live. So if you want to watch the replay, we'll post it up there later. But people at home right now are watching and sending in questions. Yep. Karen said, so glad you guys are putting this on live. So we try to do this every month and get a good recording because not everybody can always make it out. But I highly recommend you do come in person. A lot more interesting, a lot more fun, a lot more interaction going on. Get to ask a lot more questions that we can't always get with the camera. So I want to start by asking you guys a few questions about the property in the neighborhood. I usually like to start by, how did you find the property? How did you get this deal?
Well, I think let's ask him. Tell us about you. How you got started in this? Why you picked rehab versus any other method?
Okay.
And then tell us how you got this.
Okay. Okay, no problem. We got started back in 2012, 2013.
Yep, right around there.
Our very first flip was actually in Hilton Head. We learned about using self-directed 401ks and IRAs to invest in, and so our first project was in Hilton Head. So first it was long distance, but we had a daughter going to school in Hilton Head, so we had boots on the ground. Very important. I can't emphasize that enough. And we kind of went from there.
We did excellent in that deal.
We did very well on
One of the
that deal. And we just started looking in Atlanta, saying we wish we had done this sooner. And then my little meat and potatoes were the little 2 1s, 3 1s in Decatur. And I can't find anything anymore. And I actually got this one from a wholesaler. So real estate's my background. I've been a realtor and an appraiser, and I did mortgage-backed securities trading back in New York. It seems like eons ago. Rui does hard money, so it just seemed to be a perfect fit.
So are you half realtor, half investor, mostly investor, mostly realtor?
I'd say I'm 50-50. I work with a lot of out-of-state investors, but I am also very much a retail realtor. I closed 2 clients last week, so I'd say 50-50. I like all ends of it, so I'm good.
Because I noticed the past couple of months you've been
PPG member.
Yes,
Yeah.
PPG member. I love PPG. It's great.
Yeah. So, we'll start talking about this deal.
Sure. Well, let me ask you this: how many deals have you done?
So this is our 8th, I believe. I believe this is our 8th.
Average profit on your 8 deals. Gotten better over the years.
No, we've stayed consistent.
Okay.
We've stayed pretty consistent.
So
We've averaged, and this is the biggest one we'll be doing. So our smaller ones, we were doing your little $50,000 acquisition, sell for $125,000. We were averaging a net profit of $35,000 to $38,000.
Okay, so y'all heard that, right?
Net, not gross.
So
To your bread and butter type houses.
Right.
Yeah.
So, just even the little ones make $30,000-$40,000 on each flip.
I prefer the little ones.
Yeah, I do too. I kind of do too. But I'll do whatever. But
Yeah.
all right. So tell us about this one.
Okay, this one, we purchased it in November of last year. And, you have your good and you have your bad, guys. And, I've been through about 8 contractors or 9. And I thought that I had
On
the
this one deal?
contractor- Not
No,
this
no,
one
over
deal.
the
I'm saying
years.
over the years.
Okay, I'm just
On this
clarifying.
one deal, I had one contract, and I thought I had the perfect contractor. Everything was going well until we didn't pull permits. That was a downfall.
After I said we needed permits.
contractor.
Yeah,
We'll
right.
talk about that.
But push a shove. Here we are. In June, right? First in November. So
So when you say you made a mistake, no permits, why is that?
we tried not to pull permits because we're not doing that much inside that
Okay.
that would raise a red flag. But come down to the last day, they were putting sheetrock up, and the inspector showed up. Otherwise, I would have
So
been
what
okay.
did it actually cause you? Create you?
It created me a loss of how many?
A month stop work order, architectural plans.
Plans.
Mind you, I said we needed permits up front because I have to sell the thing.
But between the plans and everything, we lost about a month.
We lost a month.
And you had the holidays. Remember Christmas?
And the
And
cost for the
Thanksgiving?
permits were?
$800.
Okay. So you got an $800 permitting cost.
Right.
You have, what's your holding cost for 1 month?
3,200.
$3,200.
$3,200.
Plans were
Okay.
$1,800.
Plans were $1,800. So 1,800 and 800, 3,600
Yeah.
versus how much?
3,200.
3,200. So it's about the same. If he'd gotten through it
Yeah.
without the permits, it would have
So did you get permits because you got turned in, you got caught?
had to.
Oh,
Well, they started with the roofing permit.
okay.
Right.
Okay, because they were
Roof
doing
went
work
up.
on the outside. And then,
Well, I thought you didn't need a permit for a roof.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you do.
You're
do.
in this, really?
Yep.
So you're in the cab. We're in the cab. This is the cab
Anyway.
county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to pull a permit for roofing.
Gwinnett, you don't
Yep.
And I'll just say this. Okay, this is the retail realtor part of me. Pull permits because agents and inspectors are asking. It's on our seller's disclosure. Was any work done without a permit? And I'm all for fill out a seller's disclosure as best as you can than not having one. So that's my realtor retail tip of the day.
Is a question. Yes. Yes.
So just repeat her question so that people.
The question was, did my contractor was supposed to pull the permits, correct? Yes, he was supposed to pull the permits. He pulled for the roof, started inside. He put up the beams. He did everything. The only thing was left was sheetrocking. If that sheetrocking had gone up, it would have continued.
Probably, yeah.
Was he a GC?
Yes,
Yeah, he's a licensed GC.
Okay, so yeah, he should pull, yeah.
He's a licensed GC. I mean, he just dragged on for a long time. And when it came to the last draw, one of the last draws, I asked him, I will pay you your last draw. When is your completion date? He said, I can't give you one. Well, I said, if you can't give me one, I'm not going to pay
After we're 100 days behind.
you. Yeah, we're
Exactly
100 days behind. And,
Wow.
Contract date.
and the contract says that he is supposed to specify in writing a completion date. And he said, I'm firing you.
He said that to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Fire-
he said he
fire
fired
the
me at 9 o'clock at night, but yet he put the lien on that morning.
So he had no intention.
So he
of
had no
finishing the
intentions of moving forward with the project. So push comes to shove, I had to get an attorney and let her handle it.
Okay.
And she's a really good attorney.
Yeah.
She's a pit bull.
So kind of backing up to the beginning real quick. You said you got this from a wholesaler.
We got it from
Correct.
a wholesaler, correct?
Can you kind of share the numbers with us?
Sure.
Sure.
And what made this a good deal? What made you say, let's do this one?
So I had gotten it in my email, and I happened to see him later that night, and I said, tell me about this house. I said, can I go look at it? She said, no problem.
Somebody we know?
I don't know. Austin Stack with Diamond Equity Investments. Young guy.
I
Okay.
get there.
You guys know him.
I do.
Great guy. He's a sweetheart. And came out, saw it. I ran some numbers. I ran some more numbers. My girlfriend was in the process of working on 2 Brookhaven, but same schools, and she did really, really well. So I came through. I told them I wanted it. So we paid $304.
Purchase price?
Purchase price is $304.
Okay.
Rehab, not including closing costs. We're pretty much on budget at $90,000, and I'm putting it on the market at $525.
So 304 plus 90, so 400,000. You're into this,
Right.
and it'll be listed for
$525.
525.
And I've already got a good bit of interest.
Yeah, now, you being an agent, I'm sure you get a pretty good hand on the comps. What were some of the comparables that you compared this house to in this area?
So we have comps right in the neighborhood. This is, most of the comps that I've seen are not split levels. They're more of a ranch. So we are slightly bigger, but we've got one around the corner that sold at $469, 1,400 square feet.
Yeah. Because we came in for Peachtree Industrial and saw a lot of those ranches, and they definitely
So
didn't
are
look
you
like
trying to
$500,000
push the
houses.
comps in this area?
Well, we're bigger than
Or-
the comps in the
We're
area.
bigger. We're
So,
2,400.
I think we're 25.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm
No,
just
so
asking.
we're 25 square feet in total.
Okay. Because Lord knows, I try to push everywhere I go.
And you know, I thought about pushing it more, but I'm not comfortable. We don't have a garage.
Okay.
I'm good at 525. I've already had 2 agents preview it with their clients. They said the price is spot on. I think once we hit the market, a lot of the ones in the neighborhood that are done and done well have had multiple offers and gone above list price.
So
it's
far you've got
a handle.
90 in this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or is
We'll
that,
be-
or you have still stuff left to
Well,
do?
stuff left to do. That's included in 90.
That's included
Like I'm
in
putting in a brand new driveway.
Tomorrow.
That's why none of the landscaping up here is done. I'm not going to do landscaping if I'm putting in a new driveway. So
Okay, so it's not ready. Just so everyone knows, this isn't 100% ready to
Right.
go.
We're
So
like
this is
95%.
95%.
Yeah, because when we booked this, you hoped it would be staged
Yeah,
time we got
yeah.
here. But things don't always work out.
it doesn't work out that
And
way
the rain
sometimes.
didn't help. You know,
Yeah.
we had like 2
Yeah.
weeks of rain that didn't help with
Right.
we
With
had
the painter, the
redone.
column,
We
yeah.
had a painter come back because the prior contractor, when we opened the windows, the sashes on the inside weren't painted. So things that we found as we went along that
So-
had to get done to be.
So what
proper.
else are you planning on doing to it on the outside?
Debating about painting the porch. I don't like painted porches, but I might. Rui power washed it. I'm not sure I like the way it looks. So we need some bushes, some flowers,
Plants.
some color. Cut the grass.
Mulch.
We're not doing sod.
I'd paint the porch.
Mulch.
Yeah, I'd paint the porch.
Driveway. And
You mean paint the concrete when you say
paint
paint
the
the
concrete
porch?
up there, yeah.
paint the concrete.
Yeah.
What about shutters?
No, I'm not putting any shutters on
No
it.
shutters?
No shutters.
Throw them out.
Throw 'em out.
Why is that?
Because I drove the neighborhood, and if you go through everything in Brookhaven, everything around here, there are no shutters on any of the properties. No, we're right on the border. Everything is doing the black trimmed windows.
Yeah, I knew that, yeah.
And the others, which I was a little nervous about because I've never done, but actually loved it. I've had a ton of people say that they like it. I'm seeing a lot of people do. The house down the street went and did the same thing.
No shutters?
No shutters, and they painted the inside black. Plus, with that lower level, you have the squatty shutters. It just shrinks the house.
Yeah.
Visually, it shrinks the house.
And
No, when you said nobody had shutters, you didn't mean your neighbors. You mean in Brookhaven next door?
I mean, in here, I mean, in Brookhaven.
They've got shutters,
no,
they've got
all
shutters,
of
they've
the,
got shutters.
The flips that have been done,
Ah.
the renovations that
okay.
have been done. So not yes,
Gotcha.
we're
So in
modernizing
town,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and
And-
I drove a lot of new construction. I went into a lot of new construction, and yeah, they're just not doing.
I wanted to
shutters.
make that point then. I'm glad you
Yes.
made that point.
Yep.
Okay.
And one thing we did to the house, instead of replacing the entire windows, we found out you get these insert windows. You keep your original frame, you get the insert windows. We're talking about $150 a window compared to whatever they charge per window, $250 or something. And they look great.
And we
So-
did the cedar shake up on top. It
Did
had
a
the big
cedar
round
shake,
vent.
Changed it a little bit.
We took
Oh,
it
yeah,
out
it had like
and we
the-
did the
Yeah.
yeah. We did the cedar shake.
Okay.
What about those? What about
New
those?
roof.
New roof.
New roof?
For people that hadn't seen this before, tell them what some of the changes you made on the exterior.
Gutter's not looking good, new.
Not a whole lot. We painted it. We got rid of the shutters. We did new windows. That was a single door in the front, so we made it a double door. We had the big scroll up on top, all the woodwork. We took it all down and had it all custom made, squared off to make it a little more modern.
You guys showed this at PPG there
Correct.
last
Yeah.
Right. It had a door with 2 side lights.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I like these doors.
we just removed the whole frame out and had a master carpenter come in, and he did everything by hand, so he did a great
Yeah,
job.
did you guys just paint the gutters?
Yeah.
They
And
don't
when
look
you
new.
get
Yeah.
inside,
ones in
I'm
the
gonna
back
tell
are
you,
new.
Okay.
when you get inside, one of the things that I like the most about the whole house is the railings.
My iron railing.
Is the railing.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
railings
it
are
used to
not-
be white picket railing,
Yeah, those railings are not-
and we decided to give it a modern look.
No. Didn't you redo those columns as well?
No, actually, I wanted to square off the
I
columns.
thought I saw something in one of the photos.
Yeah.
I wanted to square off the columns. When I came out here, the contractor made, they were like 15 inches wide. They were huge.
Did they like square off the existing columns? And that's why
Yes.
they were much fatter?
And they were just super, super fat. Yeah.
I remember you saying something about they overpowered the house.
They totally did. So, because they had cut the bases, so those are new, because they had cut the bases to make it closer, but what I didn't realize was they had to build a frame to nail, you know,
The box it in.
to
So
box it in.
basically, it's the same width as what the base is all the way up.
And they were just like, whoa.
They
So
were
took
way
them
over.
down,
Yeah.
had them scraped, and had just kept the original columns.
Okay.
So
You got a
some
little bit on the outside. Your new driveway.
New driveway. We'll have plants, mulch.
your driveway's coming tomorrow.
Driveway's coming tomorrow because it's a
All right,
mess.
so that's on the outside. Let's talk about the inside.
Okay.
What'd you do on the inside?
All right, when you walked into the house, you had a kitchen, you had a wall. You would be facing the wall once you walked in and go up the steps. So the kitchen was really boxed in. I had that wall removed, put an LVL up beam, and we used to be a 3-bedroom upstairs. We made it a 2-bedroom. We took one of the bedrooms and made it a master suite, bathroom, and a closet.
So it's a 2-bedroom upstairs and 1 downstairs?
2 downstairs.
Oh, 2 downstairs.
2
Okay,
downstairs.
So now it's a
if you want.
4-bedroom.
4-bedroom.
It was
Correct.
originally a 5.
And
Okay.
we redid all the bathrooms in the house, all the fixtures, all lighting was done. What else?
Windows, HVAC,
Windows.
electrical,
Now,
plumbing. I mean,
do you know for their benefits what cost like cabinets? So when they go in there and they start looking and they get an idea, how much
Okay.
were the cabinets? How much was the granite?
Sure.
Like you don't have granite, you have
quartz.
quartz.
Yeah, because we heard you say it was about 90 in rehab.
Right.
As we go around, we're going to have you break down some of it for us so these
Sure.
guys know what things cost. Like, for example, the roof.
What was the contractor down says 4,500,
About
4,800,
4,500
something
for the
like
roof?
that?
Yeah.
So 4,800 for the roof. Now a lot of you come to events that I do, or you get contractors and they'll say, you know, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for these roofs.
No.
Look around, because a roof like this should not cost you $6,000, $7,000, $8,000.
4,800 or 5,000.
Those
right
are
around there.
those are retail quotes.
Yeah, it looks fairly simple.
Well, yeah, I mean, unless you have a really high pitch for whatever.
And they're architectural shingles, so
Yeah, and nowadays I wouldn't recommend anything but architectural shingles. That's I mean, the cost difference is minimal. But the aesthetics of a 3-tab versus an architectural, no comparison. No comparison.
So I kind of want to open it up to some questions.
Okay? So you guys have any questions over there?
Yeah, what systems did you replace?
Everything. Hot water heater, HVAC.
that's one thing. When I do my rehabs, it's basically turnkey.
Yeah.
I replace everything. The hot water heater was there and it's still functional. I did not replace that, but usually
it was only
I will
2
replace
years
the hot
old.
water heater because it's only 2 years old. The wiring, I had that redone. I hired a sub, came in, we did some rewiring, put in new breakers, labeled
How
everything.
old was this thing? Did
65.
it have a ground? Did it have a ground?
Yeah.
It did have ground?
Yeah.
Galvanized steel piping?
Not no more.
You changed it out?
Yeah, everything was changed out. Everything is copper.
Okay. A lot of these homes, they don't have, well, not a lot. Some homes don't have ground wires. Some homes, oh yeah. So you have to be careful.
Did you do anything as far as plumbing?
Just redid the plumbing in all the bathrooms actually, and in the kitchen.
And we created a new bathroom,
And
so that's all
we
new
created a
plumbing.
new
So you
bathroom.
added a bathroom.
Yeah, we added a bathroom.
Upstairs or lower?
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
Master. We made a master suite bath.
Yeah.
The hall bath, when you go in, originally was a Jack and Jill with the hallway in the master.
Got it.
So we closed it off and made a whole master bath.
So do you have the act? Do you want to talk about this tomorrow night as well? We'll invite some of these people to PPG if they want to look at the befores
I can.
again.
Yeah.
Because that way, since it's fresh, it might make a little more sense. to
Yeah, if you
people
see the before and see what it is
Okay.
now, you know.
So
I'll share with Dawn, because I don't know if any of you are familiar with houzz.com, HOUZZ.com. I have all my projects on there, before and afters. So and I have to upload more of the recent ones. If you ever want to go, I'm under Property Envy. I'm under Property Envy, and I have before and afters of all our projects in there.
Send me a group me link.
You got it.
Throw it on there and I'll
You
do
can
something
share it
with
with everybody. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so just to your point, the back half of the house, all the wiring was redone in the plumbing.
Okay, great.
Some other wiring was done because it was needed. But I finally got my sub in here, electrician, and I had him go through the whole house. It took him 2 days to go through the house and figure out all the wiring. His comment to me was this: "Who passed roughing?" Chamblee passed it. He said, "Nah." So you see where I stand here? Because I told him, okay, do what you need to do it right.
Yep. So what's your biggest challenge on this?
And the
Contractor. It's been the biggest.
Johnny.
Yes, you said you bought this house from a wholesaler. Out of the 8 deals you've done over the years, how many have been through wholesalers and how many have you found on your own?
Two are wholesalers.
Okay.
2 are wholesalers. Yep. The other ones, Hilton Head was on the market. One of the other ones was on the market. Like I said, this was like 2 years ago. So you could find deals 2 years ago. It's not, and there's some here and there that you can pick at, but
Yeah, Hilton Head was one of my prides. You know, I'm going to be honest, I made $71,000.
On the Hilton?
Yep. Turned around because my daughter went to school there, bought a townhouse for
the rehab paid for a townhouse.
72. So I bought that for 72. I rented out rooms to the students at 500 a room. It's worth, I had a CMM done yesterday. It's worth 155.
So yeah.
So I told my daughter, please move out so I can
Reinvest
sell
your
it.
profits.
I'm ready to sell
So
it.
reinvest your
it.
profits, don't spend them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we made out, you know.
So
Anybody else have any
so you
questions?
can still find some good deals from wholesalers, is what you're saying?
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
can.
can.
They're far and few between. but-
They're out there though.
They're out there.
You just gotta know how to screen them.
Yep.
It's all about the numbers.
In here, a couple of days, less than a week, if it's done right. Some 24 hours with multiple offers.
Yeah, what I found in just about any area in the Atlanta market, if your house is done right, it doesn't stay on the market very long. It's such a hot market right now that if the house is done correctly, meaning when you walk in you go, wow. If your first reaction when you go in is wow, it'll sell. If you walk in and go, oh, this is nice, it's going to sit because you didn't do enough.
So when do you guys think you'll be putting this on the market?
Friday
Friday.
night, come hell or high water.
So the other 5% is gonna be done by Friday.
Yep.
Driveway, landscape, stage.
Tomorrow,
cleaned up,
Friday,
ready to
I'm
go.
going to stage as soon as you guys leave.
Okay?
I do my own staging.
All right, so you guys, any more questions on the outside?
You said you were doing the driveway, or are you just topping it off?
No.
and pulling it out?
We're going to rip it all the way to the very edge there and reconcrete.
And that's all part of the 90, right?
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
Costs really for the concrete.
The concrete is costing me $5,800,
Just for
and
the
that's
concrete.
adding a little bit back in the back there. Just
Just
for
for
the
the
Whole
concrete.
driveway?
Yeah, completed.
Is that demo too?
Yeah, demo finished.
Oh, so that's not,
Everything.
that's everything. That's
Everything.
not just the concrete. That's,
That's
everything.
everything.
Yep.
yeah, that's about right.
Yep. He'll be here tomorrow
That's
to
about right.
demo. He'll go ahead and put his forms in. Then Thursday he'll pour in the morning.
That sounds reasonable.
It's very.
It's a little cheaper.
It's about 13,
Yeah, I know.
1,300
300 square feet, I think.
square
is
feet.
your-
Get Rui's guy.
Yeah.
I was there charging for my referrals.
Well, you got to remember how much are they paying
Hey,
for cement?
we're friends.
I have no idea
You hook us up.
what it is now. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean,
2,200 though too.
yeah, exactly. So you know, that's a good case. You know, case in point here. You know, we got a quote for a garage cement at, what would you say, 50?
Breaking it up, 5,500 for one quote, and then that other quote was 2,200. So
2,200.
Just for a 2-car garage worth of
Yeah.
pad.
Yes, it's
So,
two-car.
if you do yourself a
Just a
favor, don't
2-car.
just go with one quote.
Yeah, I've actually had 3 quotes here.
They're all within like $200 of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, not this one.
Well, the guys I use, let me put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Got some more questions from the audience?
Anyone have any more questions?
How'd you guys nail down your contractors? I mean, as far as a good one.
So
that's a rough
I
question.
found this contract. So his partner is a realtor in my firm. We're good friends, and you know, we went out, we looked at his projects, we liked his projects. I met with some of the people that had done work with him, and everything checked out. Everyone said he's a great guy, and that's, you know, we went based off of, you know, projects that we saw in word of mouth.
Okay, so basically, if you go online and you're seeing some nice renovations, ask those realtors who their contractors were.
Yeah, I would do that. Yep. If they know.
So that was Lorraine's tip for finding contractors. Any other questions from the audience?
No, let's see the inside.
Well, that's going to be next. That's what I'm asking if you got any questions before we go inside.
By new construction and talk to those contractors.
yeah.
So we got all your questions answered so far? All right. Well,
All right.
Rui, you want to give us a tour?
Sure, I would
Now,
appreciate
when you go
it.
inside, you can either do one of 2 things. Take your shoes off, or grab one of these little booties and put them on. When you're finished, if you have these, make sure you take them off and put them back in there. Please.
Yep.
Stain that.
Well, no nails.
So I definitely recommend painting this, Lorraine.
Do you ever do the concrete etching? Yeah.
You could do that.
That's beautiful.
Yes. You're going to do something other than what's here.
Huh? Different look.
Hold on. Let me get
So
this
we
on.
needed
I'll
the
do
wow
yours.
factor. When you come in the front door, that's what we were looking for. Huh? And I think it's the cells between your kitchen,
Michael, can I have 2 of those?
master bedroom. Georgia granite, I think. This is very expensive quartz. Yeah. Very expensive, but it's a different look. And you know, my wife found these on.
All right, everybody, we've just been putting our booties on before we go in the house on their new hardwood floors. So we'll start upstairs.
Yep.
I like this railing.
Huh? You told me that last time.
We got a really good deal on it too, if I recall.
Yeah, this railing cost me $1,600 plus the handrail.
$1,600 for the railing.
Painted,
Custom
installed, and everything's custom made.
Custom
and the
made,
railing.
installed, painted, plus the handrail down below.
So, Rui, you didn't take a wall off, did you?
Yes, through the wall. Let me get everybody in here. So
Yeah. When everybody gets in, he'll start from the beginning.
and I'll start from the beginning.
Yeah, we don't have rain too.
That's quite a few people.
Yeah, Rui, if you want to stand over here in the kitchen,
Sure.
have a nice backdrop.
All right. I'll start stepping in the kitchen so I can explain what somewhat it looked like.
Got really good lighting over here too.
Wait, everybody get in.
Yeah, we've got some people just showed up. Glenn's here.
That's all right. Thurman's here?
All right, since I'm on camera, I'm going to take a picture of all you guys.
I like the Chinas from Portugal.
Like the China from Portugal is part of my staging that just
Part of
didn't
the
get
stage.
totally,
You did really cheap at
didn't
TJ
get
Maxx.
totally done yet. Oh, I've got a glare.
Was that on purpose?
What's that? No, they're on sale.
No, I happen to like the color.
I didn't know if
It's
that
all
was
about color. No, it's all
Actually,
about color.
they got a great package. At all the,
Samsung. I like that.
we went Samsung all the way through.
How you going, man?
That's good.
Had a great package. You know what I bought this?
Almost got
I
everybody.
bought this in November. I think it was what's this? How much was it? It wasn't that much. It was-
Okay, so let's talk about the inside kitchen.
Okay.
Pretty standard kitchen, you know, for this size home, I would say. Pretty big island for this size home, which is nice, which you don't see very much. So talk to us about that.
All right, when you just walked into that front door, you used to have a white picket railing, and there was a wall right here, and the wall came around to right about where I'm standing,
To the edge of that wall.
and this was a 1965 kitchen. There's an older
Well,
kitchen.
somebody updated
Yeah,
it.
they updated it a little bit. It was small, so I said, the thing is, you know, when you walk in, you need the wow factor, so.
Right.
So what we did, we took down this wall, put a LVL up here, and just.
Y'all know what an LVL is?
Yes.
Who does
I'm
not?
sure you'll tell us, right?
Yeah.
Who does not?
Lovely.
It's not. It doesn't start with lovely.
No.
It's called a laminated veneer beam. And the reason I tell you that is if your contractor comes in and takes out a wall and puts up a 2x12 or a couple of them, it's wrong. If it's a load-bearing wall, I should say. So make sure they're dealing with laminated veneer beams, or LVL. They're just true 2-inch beam, laminated together. A lot of times, I don't know what size that is, 16-inch?
I think there was 16, yeah.
16-inch
16-inch.
and however long. So
Why is it wrong for 2x12?
it'll sag. If it's a load-bearing wall, it has to be an LVL or a
You remember your roof is tied into those.
right.
Right.
So you can't. If it's load-bearing, you only put an LVL, and usually they can't go more than 30 feet. That's the length. That's the max.
And I do
Unless
have
you go to an actual I-beam.
Right. Remember how we did ours 26 feet long too? We still had to put carriage bolts before our engineer signed off on it. Zigzag carriage bolts for
Did they
more
do it?
support. Today they're doing it now. Did you have to
Yeah,
do
they
that?
No, she came in and passed, like I said, rough inspection was passed.
You don't have to do that,
Right.
but
Okay.
he does
We
that.
make
That's
us do it.
when he does that. What Chrissy's talking about is
For extra support.
Yeah.
he's making us, and this is the structural engineer. This is not someone from the permitting department or an inspector. This is the engineer that's going to sign off and give us a signed affidavit that this structure, this beam is
Right.
structurally sound.
Sound.
So he's overkilling. He's going every 18 inches,
Right, zigzag.
zigzagging. So a lot of times you'll see on decks, for example, the code is you have to do a zigzag pattern. We went to Manesh.
It was Manesh's property, yeah.
And he told us in that one that his deck failed inspection because he had done it to the old code, which when they tied it to the house, they didn't zigzag the pattern with carriage bolts.
This actually is an existing deck. The only thing we did was the railing.
Yeah, the floor's the same. We redid the
We
railing
didn't
outside, yeah.
change it at all, so it was no. So as you can see, we try to use as much cabinet space as possible. We have cabinets on both sides of the island with drawers on this side. We have a pantry there in that corner.
And we did the slide out drawers.
We did the slide out drawers.
You can slide them out. And then
That's nice.
we will be putting
Who's the cabinet company?
I will be putting a smaller microwave in the cabinet.
you know what
He's
the
too,
cabinet
I got him.
Where
He's
you
too
gonna put
busy.
it at?
He's
me?
months out.
Well,
Wait,
because
right
they look
here.
like
Yeah.
they look
They
like
They
the same
look
company.
ours. They look
Oh, so
ours.
he'll put a
Yeah, the guy I gave you like a year ago.
A smaller one than the large.
And we're
nice.
gonna
Let me
inset.
get that corner.
We're gonna inset. There is a shelf and there's an electrical outlet for the microwave.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. Don't
And we
You
utilized every space there was with cabinets. We put a
Lazy
Ladies'
Susan.
Susan in the corner.
We do that too.
they're all soft closing drawers.
Now I have a question. Did you do that for the design effect to go brushed nickel versus or stainless and
She's
gold?
my
Because the mixed
Candles?
are in, they're gonna mix
Yeah,
metal.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
the
so the
question.
mixed metals are in. You see a lot of this in the higher end, $900 million houses.
Pay attention, fellas. They're talking about the mixed metals.
They're in right now, it's a trend.
Notice the color of
And
the hardware
Yeah.
versus the light fixtures versus the stove and
And they
the.
do, and everything. So you've got the brush gold there. You've got on the light fixture with that's actually called Buckeye. It's a dark. It's almost a charcoal. And then I've got the brush gold over there. So as long as everything flows, you should be fine.
You just gotta design it right and this looks good.
Yeah, we went with a 3-door refrigerator. We went in with a little higher package. The same thing with the stove with 5 burners, conventional. So
Yeah, in this size house or this price range, you
Yeah,
almost
you-
have to.
right.
So typically, I don't put when I do mine. I don't put a refrigerator.
And it's counter depth.
counter that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
makes
don't
it-
typically
right.
put a refrigerator, but I would in a $500,000 neighborhood.
We always put in a fridge, no matter what.
Yeah.
Everyone we've ever done.
Yep. So there's some differences there.
Well, why don't you both tell us why? Why do you put them in and why do you choose not to?
Well, I mean, I can tell you why I don't. I don't put them in because most people want to pick their own
Right.
refrigerator.
Some people don't like the design.
Like, you know, if I moved in, I would want a different. Well, this was one just like the one I have at home, but
So don't you want one with a big iPad built into
and I
it?
would be okay with. And I would be okay with this. I would be okay with this one. But see, my wife doesn't like the counter depth. She wants a deeper one.
Right. We didn't want it sticking out.
I understand why. That's why I would do.
So you
That's
don't
why.
do refrigerators.
Yeah.
Like the house that we just did, that I didn't put a refrigerator in, they were glad because they wanted to pick out their own.
Exactly. So
But I gave,
that's okay.
I worked it in, I gave them,
And
So-
all the other ones we've ever done have been your smaller, like price point 150 and under. You've got first-time home buyers; they don't have the money to buy a refrigerator. And on listings that I've had that didn't have a refrigerator in that same price point, they're like, "We want a fridge." You know, you have to be
I give them the
careful.
price for it though, so you can buy it at closing.
And you have to be careful with that with the lenders. If it's, you know, if it's a seller concession, you've got to be careful with underwriting. I mean, that's just a whole nother can of worms.
Speaking of lenders, how did you fund this deal?
I know you, and
Hey, Art.
Art's over there.
He's already talked to Art.
You know,
When
it's
you
like-
say you funded it, tell everybody who you are and
Okay.
what your
I
company
work for
was.
Atlanta Private Lending, which is owned by James Milton, which is here in Atlanta, is funded by private money that he uses. He is standard. He does not lower his rates. He does not lower his points. It's 4 points. It's 15%. 14 you putting down. It is what it is, and trust me, he is.
He's slammed.
He's slammed because there are hard money lenders out there, a little bit less, but a lot of them getting to the table and they can't close.
Can't find.
And they coming to him to fund afterwards. He does his own inspections on the houses.
Is he a true hard money? When I say true, like when I say hard money guy, years ago when I started, you didn't have to have a credit score of anything other than 0 because the deal in and of itself stood on its own 2 feet.
It's basically based on credit score a little bit, but in the 6s, we can do something
He
with
said
it.
if the deal makes sense, he can oversee certain things.
Right.
At
If
the
it makes
end of the
sense.
day. If the deal, yeah, like you said, makes sense.
Excuse
there's
me?
no problem.
In other words,
If you fit his
Right.
criteria, you're at 65% or 70% LTV, and you've got a good solid deal, and your credit's a 580, it's not 600. To give you an example, he's not going to not do the deal because the numbers make sense. Aren't you working?
That's what I thought. Jabri's hard money too, yeah. I thought you were. That's
We
what I
got
thought, yeah.
a couple hard money lenders.
Yeah, Jabri,
here.
Art, we got a lot, yeah.
but like I said, James, it is what it is for
Somewhere
him.
back there.
He has the business,
Yeah, I'll
you know.
And I'll say this, I mean, we've worked with other hard money lenders, and trying to pull the draw sometimes is a nightmare. And when
That's-
you've got someone local who goes out there, they do it, you're done, you're good, and you've got your money in 48 hours, and you're trying to keep a job going and keep the contractor going, believe me, it's worth it.
He has his own inspector. He sends out his inspector. The next day, if everything is done what you say is done, it'll be in your bank account. So we got a 24-hour turnaround time.
So as a borrower, how much money do you have to put down as the borrower?
15%.
15%. So you get 15% skin in the game.
Correct. Of your own money.
15% of the total price.
Purchase or 15% of the ARV?
You said
Purchase.
Purchase.
Not the ARV.
But not the rehab, just the purchase price.
Purchase.
Just the purchase.
purchase, just purchase, or purchase in the rehab?
It's just purchase.
Purchase.
So you purchase for 304, so you need 15% of the 304. And then he gives you the 90,000.
So you have to put $45,000 down.
Correct.
But he funds the purchase and the rehab, right?
Right.
Okay.
So the rehab is 100%.
Correct.
Is that how you guys are doing?
But like I said, his turnaround time is very quick. You're not waiting a week or whatever. Because, you know, you have your money invested, you want to get your money back, so.
You give us a tour?
Yeah, okay. Excuse me?
You guys just follow us as best you can.
All right.
If you have any questions, come on and let us know.
All right. Here's one of the bathrooms we had completely redone. This used to be a Jack and Jill bathroom. And we made it a hallway bath. The bathtub is actually original. And I had them refinished, both bathtubs upstairs and down.
So this is
the
the
1965 tub, original. I had it refinished. As you can see, it looks brand new.
Does look brand new. Got nice new hardware. The niche.
Okay, we're gonna get through here. This is the. This is one of the bedrooms. You'll see two closets here. This closet actually used to face the other bedroom on the other side. So we, instead of knocking that down, we just went ahead and closed that wall and just made an extra closet. So now you have two closets for the bedroom.
Supposed to be in here.
What about a closet in the other bed?
Like in my house.
Can you do me a favor, Art? Let Don know his microphone's on. He's having a different conversation than we're having in here.
All right, this here used to be two bedrooms. There used to be a wall here. I had the wall taken down, then put up a AVL, another LVL up here. And this used to be the master bedroom. The only thing we had here was a closet that you just saw in the other room.
Yep.
I had them sheetrock it and made it, added the other closet to the other room. So now we got double the space in the other bedroom. So this is the master. And then from the master, this used to be the other room. And I put pocket doors so we wouldn't have too many doors open.
So this wall was existing. Was this wall existing?
Part of it was. I still had to put up a beam.
Okay.
So we went in and we put a new bathroom in here. And that's the master closet on that side. And another pocket door. We didn't want doors opening and closing in the bathroom.
Nice shower.
Yeah, marble tile.
Very nice.
Frameless.
Yep.
Where'd you shake your doors from?
Georgia builders or something.
You guys notice the pocket doors?
Yep.
In case you didn't know what these were, they just kind of slide in and slide out. Save space.
Right. Otherwise, we'd have too many doors in here opening.
Yeah, because they'd have to open out. And
Original.
They bang into things.
The only thing I added was the bathroom floor. Right.
Live. No, I'm live.
I said I'd do the shelving. I haven't done the shelving yet.
See, that's the closet for this room.
Yep, that's probably for the master once the shelving's on. I got a great deal. I think it was, I paid 26.
I was gonna,
16.
all right,
16.
Oh, yeah, that's good deal.
all right, Don, Rui,
Yeah,
we're in the master bathroom.
and that's the master closet. Just got to get shelving put in.
We have 5 bedrooms. Now 4. Which is exactly what I would.
Yep.
Hey, Don,
Yes.
try to have one conversation because you're talking to a set of people, I'm talking to a set of people.
Okay.
But since we're in the master and we're breaking down prices, I was going to have him kind of tell us about what this bathroom cost.
Yep.
Okay, we were looking at it. The shower door was about $1,600.
Not just the whole
The
frame.
whole frame.
The whole frame.
The whole frame.
Just the frame. All right.
What you have back there is marble on the wall. And this was not existing. This is all new plumbing. The same thing here. Remember, this used to be a bedroom that I converted into a double vanity, sink vanity with marble top.
Where did you get this?
Actually, there was a gentleman in Buford that sells, I get stuff that he gets from Home Depot, other places. And you're looking at about 700 some odd bucks everything, which is a great deal.
Everything. Meaning this whole wall?
No, The cabinet.
Granite.
Yeah.
And okay.
They all came.
This is a little thinner granite than normal. This is more like what I would call like hotel granite, which is fine.
Right.
Which is typical for a.
It's got a sleek. It had a sleek look to it, so.
Yep. It's it makes it much cheaper. Yeah. Very nice soft close. Yeah. Very nice.
Original hardwood floors. We kept all the original floors. Except for in the toilet area, that was a new floor that was put down to match.
This door should be soft close.
It's good. Yep.
So plenty of storage.
Yep.
So overall, what'd you spend on the master bathroom?
$1,600 for this.
You
say $700 for this?
700. That's
23.
So I'm going to say looking close to about 3,000 and change. Because remember that was costly.
Yeah.
You know, putting in marble. Like I said, the price range, I believe, called for the marble, in our opinion.
Because you probably got about $200 or $300 for the marble.
Yeah. About a little bit more, I think.
A little more?
Yeah.
So Don, what's typical to spend on a master bathroom? The typical price range?
Depending on size, this is about right. 3,000, 3,500.
Not bad.
I guess. Yeah.
But
now that doesn't include the flooring, like he didn't do the floor.
Right, the floor was here.
The floor was here. So you can add, I mean, you could do $5,000 to $6,000 for a bathroom if you're putting all new tile, and depending on how big it is and how.
Oh, yeah, you can spend whatever you need on the master.
But a typical bathroom like this, I'm guessing with all the plumbing that you had to do, you probably spent about $6,000.
Yeah, close. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. We got to remember this is all new plumbing.
That's what I'm saying. With all the new plumbing,
because they had to go underneath and drive a new, drive 2 new lines.
Yeah.
Show us around some more.
All right, we'll go downstairs.
Hey, Rui, how much you spent on the kitchen?
Kitchen's cabinets cost me $4,500, which is not bad. But the cost of my cabinets, you know, I hire this guy all the time. He installs the cabinets. He's familiar with the cabinet company. He got an account there. So if he ruins it, it's on him. He shoots beams throughout the whole house, make everything level. That cost me $1,000 for just installation. Well,
for the cabinets?
Putting them together and installing them.
Anything you want to tell us about this Nest thermostat?
That's one of Don's favorite. It's neat. First time I put one in, I think they're great. Actually, I'll give you guys a little tip. If you have Georgia Power, that cost me $150.
Yep.
That's a $250.
Yep.
Thermostat.
Now you can control the heating and air from your phone from wherever.
Yeah. Once I have internet, correct.
Yeah, you have to have internet. But
so you don't have to get out of bed and turn on the air.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
You'll know when you come home.
If you're on vacation, turn it on.
Yep.
See, these things are nice and secure. Look at this railing.
I know. I love these.
We decided to make this a bedroom. This used to be a little kitchenette in here.
Really?
This used to be a kitchenette in here.
Wow.
And now, once we put the cabinet, the shelving in, it's a closet now. And it has its own private entrance.
Speaking of private entrance, can you show us just the backyard since we're right here?
Yep. This took about a dumpster and a half to clean out this backyard.
Don't go back, don't go out.
Took about a dumpster and a half to clean out this backyard. And it's still not really to its fullest. You got to get a landscaper back out a little bit more. But it's a nice sized yard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. For where you are? Yep.
Now, is there a way to get to the backyard from the front if they did want to put in a garage?
No.
You can't get in over here?
No.
Okay.
Too high.
Now this is tile. This isn't.
No.
This laminate?
No. This is, these are hardwood floors. That's floating floor.
Laminate.
Not laminate, wood. You don't believe me, huh? I'll get you a sample. Here. Excuse me?
It does look like tile, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It looks like laminate.
Yeah, I think our definitions might be the same.
These are bamboo floors.
Okay.
Don knows bamboo.
Yep. How thick? You know how thick these are?
I can tell you I paid
10?
I paid $1 and change a square, which wasn't bad.
I like the floor. I like the floor. We just put something similar in, or we will be putting in our, or no, sorry, similar in the house we did in Decatur.
This is a guy, like I said, out in Beaufort. He gets the stuff from Home Depot. He had a pallet of 900 some odd square feet. That's exactly what I needed. He charged me $1 and change a square, which was great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Normally you would pay company to come in $1.50 square foot to lay it.
Just to lay it, yeah.
To lay it. Just to lay it for labor.
All right, so we have a closet storage here on this side, closet on this side, and you've got extra storage underneath the steps. This is what we call our black and white bathroom. Everything is in black and white. Fixtures.
3 bath.
3 bath, right. Your fixtures, everything is in black and white.
Very nice.
Same thing with your faucet and your shower, everything is black.
So you have a little bit of modern in here, and you have a little bit of farmhouse in here.
A little bit of both, yeah. That was the original bathtub, 1965 bathtub.
Refinished, isn't it?
Refinished.
Yeah, I like.
If I told you the original price of that light, you would say you gotta be crazy. $200 and some odd dollars.
I was gonna say $350.
Yeah, I think we picked it up for 120.
I wouldn't be that surprised because
We picked it up for 125. I'm just saying, you know, we shop around. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I did my home, at my home, you'd be shocked at what we spent on lighting, and you look at it and go, really?
Yeah.
You know how expensive it can be.
Mirror look, huh?
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I'm never on the video.
This is the laundry room.
That floor, it looks like denim.
It is. They ruined my floor, but this used to be a mess. So I had this built here to seal everything away.
Now, is this distressed look supposed to be like that? Or is
No. What happened was,
it looks like it's supposed to be like
it's supposed to be like them and a little distressed, but the contractor, they threw everything on this floor. Your name was on this floor.
You know,
Looks like distressed denim.
I was
It
just going to
is,
say,
really.
it looks like it's supposed to be that.
Sort of, but not that much. Trust me. I don't know if I have a
I mean, it doesn't hurt your flooring.
It doesn't. What I'm going to do here is frame this out, and I'm going to make a chalkboard, paint chalkboard, just to give it a different look.
Yep.
And I had to replace these because when my plumber came and told me, he said, "Nah, it's not going to pass without the hammers." So everybody make sure.
You put hammers in there?
Yes.
Why?
They said they make you put them in. I'm not going to argue with them if they put them in.
I mean, they're not. They don't cost very much. But
No.
It's
What
just.
kind of floor is this?
And most people don't even know what these are.
Tile.
That's tile?
Yep.
They're like
Most-
blue jeans. That's
most-
what I don't think.
That's
It
what
looks
I-
like blue jeans.
They are supposed to take that look.
Yeah, that's
Most
nice.
people don't even know what these are or what they do.
It's the noise.
Yeah.
That's what it is. When you get that bang when you turn on that water, it's to prevent the banging.
Yeah, it takes out the air in the line. There's air in the line. So these are.
So this,
That's what those are for.
if you would see before pictures of this place,
Oh, yeah.
you get sick. I was sick to my stomach after they put this flooring in.
Oh, really?
I was sick, and the same thing with the bathrooms. It was horrible.
And they can't. I mean, it looks like it's.
I
supposed
scrubbed
to be.
these by hand and knees already.
It looks like it's supposed
So
to be like that.
here we have a third bedroom. The fourth bedroom. I'm sorry. So our fourth bedroom with a closet.
Very nice.
Our staging stuff is here. It's going to get ready for staging. Okay, we're going to go through here. And this is what we're going to call our media room down here. Our game room. Great for a pool table, guys. And a little bar. So this is going to be our media room. We put brand new French doors going outside with the built-in shades inside the door. For those who don't know, you can slide these up and down or close them. See? It makes it a little different.
What are those called again?
They're encased, shades encased in the door actually. This way you become very private. You have to put up curtains, make it look very simple. See? Yep.
Very nice.
Where did you find those?
They sell them at Home Depot, Lowe's, any of those.
That's just a little upgrade.
So that's basically the house. It's a pretty good sized house. A lot of square footage.
Yeah, it's nice.
A lot of square footage.
For 90 grand, what I want.
Why not? Why did you say that? $90,000 to me is a lot of money. I don't know. But it was not. We were right on budget.
And this
Our budget really started at like 84, but we
But my
went to
house is
90.
a crap hole though. This wasn't a crap hole at first, was it?
No.
Mine was a crap hole, dilapidated crap hole.
So what kind of floors is it?
Let me put the ceiling. The ceilings.
Oh, laminate.
The ceilings are original. The only thing I did in here was we knocked down these walls. They're paneling. We hate paneling, so I had them remove the panel. Had no insulation behind the paneling. I put up insulation, and I put up the sheetrock walls.
You did it or you
No, I didn't do it. I had to. That's a lot of work.
Did you say this is going to be a game room here?
I'm saying this could be your media room, game room.
What's that across the hall?
That's a bedroom.
Oh, okay.
If it's up to you. You want a 4-bedroom? You want a 5? You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, you can do with that. But we're going to call this a 4-bedroom, 3-bath.
So on the 2 bedrooms down here and 2 upstairs?
That's correct. Correct.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
It's in the hall.
Go ahead.
This little piece of thing right here in the hall, what is this? Right there.
Oh,
What you gonna do with that?
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. What happened was there's a pipe in here, and you cannot remove this pipe. Cast iron pipe. Probably just going to have that filled in, just to look like baseboard.
Right. I just asked because if I was a homeowner looking
Right.
through, I would say,
Right.
what's
Yeah.
that, honey?
So that's the laundry room. That's
Yeah, that's
completed.
big too.
You like the
This
black
is-
and white?
Oh yes, this is beautiful. Like the cat in the sink.
But Rui, this is what drives me crazy. Come here. This mirror is not
No,
centered.
I know it's not.
Oh.
I know it's not.
Okay, good. I look at stuff like that.
I know it.
It drives me insane.
Oh, it drives Lorraine insane. I just threw that up real quick,
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
and I got yelled at for that.
Yeah. Oh, you did that. Shame on you.
Is this a smart house too? Is this a smart house?
Rui, is this a smart house?
Huh? No, it's not completely smart.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We don't have internet yet. Hey, Rui, can we go on the deck?
Yeah.
Now, did you add this, or is this original?
Well, this is original. The only thing we did to this is the railing. The railing was horrible. We had them redo the railing. Then we said, since the railing looks new and the floor is original, let's go ahead and do a stain paint, and that's what we did. And like I said, it's a good sized backyard.
Is it fully fenced in all the way around?
Yes, it is.
So if somebody's got pets, they can move right in.
Yep. You got pets, man. They can run crazy back here.
Yeah, they could.
anything else with landscaping back here in the back?
I don't think so. I think I'm just going to clean up a little bit. I'm going to have them come in and spray this, kill the weeds. If not, that's going to throw my budget way off into left field.
Just me.
Oh. Yeah,
I had to go pay my pool guy at Lancelot.
Mm-hmm. Left and came back? What are you talking about?
On the phone.
Oh.
He just needed a credit card.
That's all they want.
That's all they want, money. All right, so it looks good.
Let's go back in and see if we get any final questions.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys think? Great job. A lot of folks still here congregating around the house.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What constitutes a bedroom? Isn't it one window, one closet?
Yes. And a door.
Does it need two windows?
Two forms of egress. A door and a window.
Two forms of egress.
It's nice.
All right, we're back. Lost the signal there for a second. Nice sink.
I think he might have killed the absorbent. Yeah.
Nice Samsung stove and hood.
I've been for the past 2 Wednesdays.
I was there once before that, but I think I was on Thursday.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah. I think they might.
But
It's on a 3-foot span.
that's not wide.
Yeah.
I know I had plenty on that side. I make sure I had.
Is there hardwood underneath?
No.
I'm not necessarily
There are hardwood. You're fine from that counter to here. Where he's leaning up against that corner.
I want to give her give me a break.
They may not say anything.
Right. I'm just hoping she's going to look at the stuff that was permitted. I can't believe it's $1,800.
That was the first thing I noticed.
I wasn't too sure about that. I know I was okay between.
Yeah, you're fine. We're supposed to go with to see. All right.
So we had a question, Don, from one young lady. These two right here. Yeah. They were asking, and I answered it. I want to see if your question differs any. They were asking what makes a bedroom a bedroom.
A closet and 2 forms of egress.
I told them a door and a window.
2 doors. 2 doors. Could be 2 doors.
2 doors to the interior?
Yeah, it has to be 2 forms of egress.
It has to have a way out of the house, right?
Yeah, and it can't pass through another room to get to the bedroom. So you'll see a lot of houses that go from like a kitchen or a living room, they have a room, and then they go to a bedroom. Well, they try to consider that middle bedroom a bedroom. Well, you can't pass from this bedroom through this bedroom to the main part of the living room and consider them both bedrooms.
Right.
You have to have two forms of egress, meaning a door and a window, or two doors and a closet. And it naturally has to have heated space and air.
So, Rui, you got any final remarks you want to make?
No, I'm good. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
I think we did. Hey, everybody. Did you guys enjoy this? Yeah. Let's give it up for Rui and Lorraine.
Thank you.
By the way, how many people were brand new again? Raise your hand if you're brand new. We do a PPG on Wednesday nights, every Wednesday from 7 till whenever we're finished. You guys are all welcome to come tomorrow night. It's at the City Lights. It's the same location as the general meeting. If you don't know where that is, it's 3125 Presidential Parkway. So if you need me to repeat that, let me know. I'll give it to you. But you guys are all welcome. You get to come for free. Check it out. A lot of these people, how many people are PPG members in the room? Okay, a lot of these folks are PPG members already, Property Protege Group members. It's a year-long program. This is what we do. So if you're interested in expanding your real estate career and doing this full-time or even part-time, but need a little bit of assistance, need a little bit of hand-holding, it's probably the best group you can be part of.
Yeah, I mean, we all network together. We're in a big group meeting. Somebody needs a roofer. You've got like 3 people saying there's a roofer. I mean, it's a really great family feel. We're all connected with each other. We spent the big bucks to do a big roofer program. No, I didn't get paid for this endorsement. I love PPG. And I've got my own investors group that I'm trying to plug into PPG because it's awesome.
Yeah, so if you would like to further your career, get together with like-minded people, we do all kinds of fun things. We'll go on a boat, we'll do all kinds of stuff. So come see us tomorrow night, 3125 Peachtree or Presidential Parkway.
Yeah, and we're there from 7 to 11 at least.
Yeah, usually.
So if you want to bring some snacks, bring beverages, you're more than welcome to.
Bring a snack.
I think we have a question.
Honorary PPG program. Can I become an honorary member?
So, I don't know. Anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
If not, we're going to close it up.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What if you want more training on how to rehab houses?
Oh, that's good. Good segue. Good segue. I'm doing. Folks, listen. Folks, I have one more announcement. Listen, I have one more announcement and then I'll let you guys go. If you want to learn more about doing this exact thing, we're doing a 3-day renovation seminar, the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th of June.
It's a Friday, Saturday,
So
Sunday.
normally it's a 2-day event. This year we've decided to up it to a 3-day event. So if you're interested, is it online? Is it on the website yet?
It will be.
Okay, so check it out on the website. Go sign up. On the first 2 days, it's education. On the 3rd day, it's a bus trip. We go to Home Depot. We go look at houses. And you'll be put in a position where you're going to come up with the numbers. Like right now, we're just walking around. In that event, you're going to be creating stuff for your own business. You're going to be looking at a house going, okay, here's what I think I'm going to spend. Here's all the things that we're going to do. So if you want to really learn how to do rehabs, it's probably one of the best events you can come to this year. So that's the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Sign up at Atlanta REIA website. There should be a link up there.
There's going to be a link up there, rehab.atlantarea.com. Did you or Chrissy bring any sheets today?
I did not. So, do you have any rehab sheets?
Yes.
Okay, Chrissy does.
I'll go get them.
So Chrissy has them. So anybody that wants one.
We'll lay some up here on the counter so you guys can grab them.
Yep.
Check it out, see what it costs, see when it is, where it is. It's going to be 3 days, and we're going to be doing a lot of interactive activities where you're actually doing work, you're figuring out comps, you're figuring out repair costs, putting together scopes of work. walk-in properties just like this before they've been rehabbed, and figuring out what you would do with it.
We'll have some funding individuals there to talk to you about how you might fund your deals and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So, any hard money lenders are still listening. Heads up.
Yep. So that way, you know, because one of the things that I'm trying to get hard money lenders, or not even hard money lenders, just lenders in general, into our PPG program specifically, because you guys are coming up with deals, and one of the challenges that we have is funding. So a lot of the hard money guys they look to us and go, okay, if you think it's a good deal, then we'll look a little closer at it, even if the individual may not meet all the criteria that they're looking for. Generally speaking, you may be able to get your deals funded that way. So, all right, so Christy's got some flyers. Anybody interested?
PPG members can just tell me in person, but non-members, these are for non-members, like people who aren't PPG members.
Yeah, because we got a limited supply.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants one? Okay.
Give me 2 of them, please.
Got 2 there, 3. All right, so I'll give you that.
There's more.
Anybody else wants any?
If you guys are curious, it is $199 for gold members, $299 for silver members, and $399 for non-members. For PPG, I believe it's $50.
And that's normally not the case. Normally, PPG members on any seminar we do within the REIA group, any weekend events for the workshops, they're usually free. The only reason this is not free for PPG members is because we have a bus that we have to pay for. So that $50 helps fund.
Yeah, you guys are just kicking in for your seat on the bus.
For the bus. And I will tell you this. Seats are absolutely limited because of the bus.
I haven't gotten the bus yet, so I need to know.
So there will be a hard cutoff, so don't linger. If you're interested, don't linger. This is one of those events where, you know, normal events you can linger, you can even go in the day of, but you run the risk if you decide to do that and you go in the day of, we don't have a seat for you on the bus.
Yeah, you'll be stuck caravan or following the bus around.
Right, so we need to know for purposes of planning for buses if you're interested.
But it's the 22nd through the 24th, 3 full days. $199 for gold members, $299 for silver members, $399 for non-members, and $50 for PPG.
All right.
And Art's got a deal he wants you to see real quick. 3327 Hidden Trail Road in Smyrna. 5 bedroom, 3.5 bath. 2,800 square foot. R312. Repair 65. Your price 165. These are his numbers. So check it out for yourself. All comps within the same subdivision within a half a mile, range from 280 to 342 depending on your rehab. Contact Art 770-807-5113. So if anybody's looking for a rehab, we got one right here. Thank you, Art. All right, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you so much. Good job, Lorraine. Good job, Rui.
Thank you.
Next 2 weeks, there'll be another one at Lancelot. So check the website for the next Onsite Renovation.
Yeah, what date is that? The 19th?
It's in Lawrenceville.
Is that June 19th?
It is June 19th.
June 19th, Lawrenceville Onsite Renovation Group. It is up on the Atlanta REIA homepage. It's also on the AtlantaREIA.com/calendar page. It's up on Facebook, and it's up on Meetup. So you shouldn't have any problem finding it. That will be in Lawrenceville. June 19th at noon.
Yeah,
we'll see you there.
June 19th.
All right, everybody, we appreciate it. You guys have a great day. We're going to hang out here, do some networking. We'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody.